I've said this before, I'll continue to say it. The technology that we can build throughout this realm can be increased. It can be of a higher vibration, higher frequency. That means it can be matching the sun's frequency and the frequency of nature as a whole. This can provide healing qualities for the realm itself. I'm not talking about one aspect of the realm. If you are getting sunlight or sun gazing, getting all of the sun, you're increasing your frequencies. But when you look around, you notice the infrastructure. It does not match that. You see, this is why there's a so-called split. It's why there's a separation between those who are upgrading and those who are a part of this infrastructure, this governmental system that they've been programmed with. We've all been indoctrinated, but some of us are not continuing it. We're waking up. This is how I feel about it. We have a lot of open land, you know, you see some trees, but my vision is like an endless field of structures, pyramids, orgone, intelligence, and a healing, overall healing energy. That means plants everywhere, gardens everywhere, trees everywhere. This is the vision that I have. I'm not alone in this. I'm alone here where I am, because I'm not with beings who are on the same wavelength. This is my personal dream and vision. Nothing wrong with it at all. I see dandelions sometimes, and then, you know, I notice they're cut down. You know, the problem with this infrastructure is the corporations and, you know, these companies, they promote products and different energies that are harming the ecosystem. This is why I'm okay with separating from those who I've been close with before, because I know the process of, you know, what's to come, what can be, and I know that this is a future that is inevitable. It absolutely is coming. I know it. You have to know it. You can't just believe it. I do believe it, and I know it. Like I said, I've been to this park before. I've been to similar parks. And what do you see? You just see a lot of open, barren land. Or you see just buildings. You know, this is a quiet area I'm in. But for the most part, you have the streets, you have the gas stations. You see cell towers. You see like big buildings, big concrete jungles of cities. And you look at a place like New York, they have all that smoke, and there's pollution. There's all the, whatever it is, if it's a program that's set in place, this is the reality of this construct we're in. It's right in people's faces now. It's right in people's faces. If you have this vision, then we can do this. I just imagine walking around in a field and everything is growing and in harmony with everything else that's there. You know, the trees are absolutely connected. You know, they have like a connected root system. They're all literally connected. They're not really that separate if you think about it. The only thing that's separating them is being in different locations. But even though they're all, you know, scattered around, they're all connected, you see? There's nothing that can stop me from expressing myself. And this vision that I've had. It requires patience, because this is something I've been wanting to happen for a long time, and it really doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't even happen in a year or two. It looks like this is something that's going to take off, but it does require some patience. It's mostly the programs of this realm that has caused everything to physically be the way it is, because when you manipulate the masses psychologically and they're conforming to the standards, they don't do anything. They're living this mundane lifestyle, not focused on creation and true harmony. They're just going through the motions, and their idea of fun is just partying or escaping, doing something that's unhealthy or not productive. But I have a connection with these plants and trees. I walk around and I feel like I'm like a light angel, like I'm an angel of nature that can literally become one with the force, and I can flow with it. And I believe this is going to take off. This is going to happen. I know it. But the way that it's structured at the moment, it's and I'm not even by a street. You see the cars going. We had energy and technology that healed everything around it. You see, the vehicles that we used were healing for everything, healing the trees. The trees are so important. People are not connected to source. And this is the problem. When you are connected to source, it's so essential that will liberate you. The way that people live their lives, and I'm going to emphasize this once more right now, is what they're wearing, what they're ingesting, not just what they're eating, but clothes they're wearing, soaps they're using, shampoos, whatever it is, creams they put on their skin, fragrances you can smell in the air, different laundry detergents. All of these things, they add up, and if they're not coming from a natural source, they're made in a laboratory with chemicals that are stripping you of essential nutrients. This all adds up, and eventually the consequences will be there. Eventually, that will be the result of it. You have to pay the consequences. So that's my expression for right now, and I'm not done. I've told you, I came here on a mission, and that's who I am. I truly care about every natural thing, and I'm a loving, compassionate being, and sometimes I have to separate myself and say no and focus on what I know I need to do, because there are struggles. I've had tribulations and challenges, but I've stayed strong, and I'm seeing how things are coming together. And the last final thing I'm going to say in this video is what I said at the beginning. Imagine an endless field, but instead of just grass or pavement, concrete, a building, just basic monotonous matrix type things, imagine just endless pyramids, endless trees, endless beings who are loving and harmonious, and you never stop. You never have to worry about waking up or going to work or taking a shower, having to go to partake in a tradition like a holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving and that you never agreed to. It's just because these are outdated traditions and customs that society has valued and indoctrinated us. Just imagine just endless fields of building and creating and harmony and love, true magic. Because this is the reality that is coming, and I'm a visionary. I have an expansive mind, and I'm spreading this message because others can see what I'm saying, and it can help them as well. So I'm going to leave it at that.